Hello guys, this is Pfizer and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to create a basic Gantt chart using Microsoft Excel. So before we start, let me first define what is a Gantt chart. So a Gantt chart is a graphical tool which shows activities or tasks performed against time. It is actually known as a virtual representation of a project where activities are broken down or displayed on a chart, which makes it easy to understand and interpret. So I'm going to give an example of how are you going to create a Gantt chart. Say for example, you are working on a project. So in that case, that is a research project. The first thing you have to do is to list down all the tasks that you are going to do within that period of time. Say for example, within the semester. And then indicate when are you going to start that particular task. Likewise, when are you going to expect to finish that particular task. So in here, I have listed 10 tasks that you are supposed to do within a period of time. And we have here also the start date and the end date. And of course, we have the duration. Now to complete the table, to compute for the duration, we simply subtract the end date from the start date. So we key in the formula equals C3 and then minus B3. So hitting enter will give us 7 and then we will just copy this. So this will give you the duration for each task in days. So say for example the title approval you have 7 days, the literature review you have 10 days, and so on and so forth. Now we are now ready to start creating a Gantt chart regarding this data. So to start creating a chart, you simply click insert, and then on the chart groups you simply select. You may either select the 2D bar or the 3D bar. So for this example, I'm going to choose the 3D bar. So you simply click the 3D bar. All right. So the first thing you have to do is to insert the data that you're going to use in creating the chart. You simply right click on this area and then select data. So this is now the select data source dialog box. So in this dialog box, first you're going to add. So this is now the edit series dialog box. So we're going to fill in the series name and the series values. For the series name, we simply click the start. And then for the series value, we change the default by highlighting the data on our the start date. Okay, then simply click OK. So this will now give us, then click OK. So this will now give us a chart of the start date. And then we continue clicking the right mouse button and then select again data. This time we're going to add another entry. So for this series, we're going to use the duration series name, and then for the series value again we delete the default and then we highlight the duration and then we click OK. So after clicking OK, on the horizontal axis label you're going to click edit, and then for the axis labels dialog box, for the axis label range we're going to select or highlight the task, and then we simply click OK and then click OK. So this is now our chart. Now, but take the task here is not listed in order. So we're going to solve this problem first by uh, clicking the clicking this area here and then right click and then click format axis, and then for the format axis, for the axis position you simply select categories in reverse order. So this will now reverse the order of the tasks from the start up to the last task. Okay. Likewise, then we are now going to close this. So likewise, we are going to get rid of the blue area wherein These are not important part of the graph. To do that, we simply click the bar, the blue bar, and then right click it, and then we go to Format Data Series. In the Format Data Series, we click Fill In, and then we click No Fill. So this is now our chart. But take note that our first task will start supposedly on April 20. So we are going to get rid of these dates from March 15 to April 14. So to do that, we're going to copy the start date of the first task. So we're going to copy that and then paste it here. And then we're going to convert this to a number since we're going to use that to eliminate the dates which are already passed. Okay, so to do that, we simply right click this and then we click Format Cell. This time we're going to select number and then we click OK. Now, so the equivalent of April 20 in number is 44,306. Now, why do we need to convert this? Because if we're going to remove this part here, so we're going to click it and then you right click, you simply select Format Axis, and then for the minimum bounds, you simply enter the first date of the first task. So in this case, this is 44,306. So we key in 44,306 and then we hit the enter key. So if you notice, the past dates are now removed. It will now start on April 20. So basically, this is now your Gantt chart. We need to label this chart by simply clicking the chart area and then click design and then select quick layout. So for the purpose of this example, I'm going to select this layout. So layout 5. So this will now show me the Gantt chart of the task that I'm going to do as well as its duration. So we need to change the chart title by double clicking it. We type the chart title, which is, say for example, research uh, study timeline. All right, so this is now your Gantt chart for that particular task that you're going to do in your research.